The most important thing that you have to have, in fact, if you want to have a successful 2020 in general, and it's one thing that I want to highlight, is that you must be teachable. Yeah? You must be teachable if you want to have a successful 2020, because you have to accept the fact that you don't know everything. Yeah, well, you are still learning. So you have to be teachable. Now, here's one thing, and Andy Fundile about 2 years ago, if you want to know whether you are teachable or not. Because if I can ask you, are you teachable? Yes. The answer is going to be yes. Everyone's going to be saying is yeah. And what's more important is not just to be teachable, you must have what we call a high teachability index. That's how you gauge whether you are teachable or not, and that's how you'll be able to improve on your being teachable. So make sure that your teachability index is high. Now, how do you know whether your teachability index is on? Here's a quick question, 2 questions that you're going to have to ask yourself. Okay, you don't have to write this down. Number 1, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate yourself. You can just write down a number next to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you, in fact, how willing are you to learn the information that we're going to present to you today, or any other information that has to do with personal development? On a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself. How willing are you to learn? 1 being no, not willing at all. 10 being I'm very, 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 very willing to learn. I'm assuming that it's a 10. The fact that you are here, it tells me that you should be scoring yourself at least close to a 10. Yeah? So how willing are you to learn any information that has to do with personal development, or even the information that we're going to be learning today, on a scale of 1 to 10? Everyone. Second question, be honest on this one. Please be as honest as possible. On a scale of 1 to 10, how willing are you to implement the outcomes of the lessons that you're going to be learning today, or even for whatever thing that you've learned? How willing are you to implement that? Now, think carefully before you write your answer down. If, for example, one of the lessons we're going to learn today is that kufuneka uhambe uyothengisa imoto yakho umzekelo in order to achieve your outcome, would you be willing to do that on a scale of 1 to 10? If, for example, one of the outcomes would be usuku lwakho funeka uliqale ngo-12 o'clock every day, how willing are you to do that? How willing are you to implement all the outcomes that you're going to do? So just rate yourself there on a scale of 1 to 10, and be honest to yourself. This is your own rating. Just be honest. Okay. Now, please multiply your first answer, first rating, with your second one, and write down the answer. Just say first one multiply by the second one, and then you write down your answer. Quickly, just multiply quickly, and then you write it in percentage. That's your teachability index. Okay. So what does that score give you? What does that score tell you? It's telling you that that's your teachability index, but you can improve on it. Okay, that's what it's telling you. If it's low, that means don't stress about it. That means you need to do more to learn, to improve on that teachability index. Because if you want to have a successful 2020, you have to be teachable. Yeah? Now, how do you improve? Read. That's number 1. Read a lot of books. Whatever, invest in books. I mean, instead of buying pizza every day, Roman pizza, next door, CNA, check a book there and read there. Number 2, you can listen to personal development stuff on YouTube. There's a lot there. You can even search personal development. A lot of stuff will appear there. You listen to those. You can listen to podcasts. You can listen to whatever it is that you can listen to. Just listen to it and learn. Number 2, you have to implement whatever it is that you are learning there. So if, for example, they give you something and it resonates with you, something that you like, make sure that you implement it. That's how you improve your teachability index. Because we really have to accept the fact that we don't know everything. We are here because we want to learn. We are here because we want to improve our lives, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, everything that we want to do, someone has already done it, and they've posted about it on YouTube, and they've written a book about it. So we have to make sure that we read. Yeah? So you must have a high teachability index.